I thought it was easier than I was freaking out about. I don't know how you guys felt about it.
Everybody got like.
I didn't do as good as I thought, as well as I thought I did, or had hoped I had done. But that's okay.
That's just how that works.
Yeah. What'd you guys think about this stuff here today, or this lesson?
Wasn't terrible.
Yeah, no, not too bad. I have a couple of questions trying to, like, if I have the time, I've been trying to kind of go through the quiz ahead of time, you know, if I've got time and kind of walk through. Just it's better for me. I feel like I got more time to understand rather than worrying about putting answers in that I didn't get or trying to understand unless I really have a problem. So I really didn't have an issue until I got down to kind of the last couple of problems. I would love to walk through some of those with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was really busy the last 2 days. So with the exam and I had a project in one of my other classes that really kicked my butt this week.
Yeah.
So I'm not as confident in this lesson as I have been previously.
Sure. Let's go through it.
I know a lot of we've already done, so hopefully I'll be of some assistance.
Hey guys, also just really quick, since I told you guys, like I'm on the road, if I lose connection or anything, I'll try to like pull over somewhere and try to get back in, but just FYI.
Yeah, no worries.
That's fine. So yeah, I'm kind of sorry guys, but this week has been crazy, and so I kind of had to speed through the individual preparation. So I'm kind of like with Zach right now. I'm not as confident, but I do understand. But yeah, so if I don't understand, I might be asking some questions.
All right.
You guys are smart. You'll get it. I ain't worried about it.
Collectively, we are. So let's go ahead and get started then.
Okay. Scroll back to the top. Okay. All right, 3. You guys understand that? Which hypothesis involves the equality?
No.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember reading that one, so that's good.
Yeah. Definitely no. Got that. 4, p-value. Probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Which hypothesis do you seem to be true? Yep, null as well. Okay. 5, based on that information there, which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test?
C.
So that one I have C.
That's what I have.
You got C? Okay.
And that's C because it can go either more or less than.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
6, which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a left-tailed test? So I had A on that. Is that right?
A. Oh yeah.
I honestly don't remember.
Be less than 10.
Yeah. I'm reading it right now on the.
I could be wrong. I thought it was probably going to be the mu is less than 10.
The left-tailed is. So let me see. Yeah, you're right. It's A.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to make sure we're thinking right here.
And then right tail is going to be B.
Okay.
So the next question is B.
Okay. So I got 8. Which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis?
The p-value should be greater than A.
Yes. So if the p-value is high, you fail to reject the null.
So it'd be A.
Yeah. I actually watched a couple of the videos, and that young kid that's explaining stuff, he actually had a couple of tips and tricks kind of a thing that I wrote down that I did not pick up on some of the other videos, or must have blew past the reading or something. And I felt like his stuff was kind of helpful actually this time. So,
On the 2 videos for the lesson, is that what you mean?
yeah. Well, not the there were 2 videos for the lesson where the dude from the math department does it.
Yeah.
And then there's that young kid that stands in front of the camera or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He's on the blackboard. His stuff this time I thought was better for me. So
Hey, A, I got it. Is wrong. It's B. It's not A. It's B.
So it's less than. Where'd you read that?
Which relationship would result in failing to reject no? Yeah, I wrote down from the guy, if P is high, fail to reject the null. If P is low, reject the null. That was something I wrote down in his video today.
Yeah, I wrote that down too, but maybe I'm getting these terms mixed up then. That is now, maybe you can explain to me. Oh, I think I'm mixing the terms of the p-value is the value that will get.
It's probability.
Yeah, is the probability value that we'll get. A is the semiotic term that we're using it to compare to, right? That's the standard. That's like the 0.05 or the 0.01. That's represented by A, right? Okay, that's
yes.
I got those mixed up in my head. Okay, so I take that back. You guys are right.
If I wouldn't have written it down, I would have definitely not had it right. I can tell you that. So okay, so we're A on question 8. Is down here. 9 should be the opposite. Which relationship reject? Like I said, if P is low, reject the null. P value, so that would be B. Everybody agree with that? You okay?
Yeah.
Graham? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So based on that information above, the insurance company, which of the following would be the appropriate alternative hypothesis?
They're concerned.
I had C.
That's what I have.
I think it's simple anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Okay. 11. Which of the following would be the appropriate null hypothesis? I had A.
That's what I have.
Okay. 12. The insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption? I had A for that.
How'd you get A?
Well, their sample size is over 40.
You mean it's over 30?
I mean, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's 40, meaning over 30. Sorry.
So the central limit theorem should apply.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I thought.
No, yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so that was 13 as well. That's what I had.
Okay.
Okay. 14. The following is the test statistic as defined in the lesson. I'm just assuming it's S because I had something for each of the other ones.
Which the following is a test statistic. Let me look that up real quick.
I found in the thing it said Z. It said where Z is the test statistic, X with the line over it is the sample mean, U is the population mean, O is the standard deviation, N is the sample size.
Did it have something for S?
I didn't see. It doesn't say anything in here. Yeah.
I didn't think Z was a test statistic, but maybe it is. I didn't know.
Well, that's what
I
says
just
on
figured
the
it.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, because Z is the test statistics, X is the sample mean, U is the population.
Yeah.
So a Z score is a test statistic? I mean, by definition?
By definition.
Okay. Good. Thank you. I did not have it that way.
Okay.
I just remember seeing S. That's all my. That was my thing. Is I'm like,
Dude, I just figured I don't remember an S, so I figured it wasn't Z.
It's fair, dude. That's a fair assumption.
Well, I would have been down 1 at least. Okay, let's see. 15. It's a Z score. I got 0.890. I'm hoping that's close.
Okay.
And I didn't put it in any sheets or anything. I just hammered it out with my calculator real quick.
1 second. I need it. Oh, where's my phone? I'll show you.
Yeah.
Z score should be. I got negative 0.9. What did you guys get?
Oh, it is a negative. I messed that up. I have that on my where I worked it out on paper.
What did you get?
Negative. I got negative 0.890. I don't. Again, I did it on my calculator or whatever. But
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? That's probably why. I'm doing it in Excel.
yeah,
And
I haven't gone out of my way to learn the shorthand crap for Excel. I'm too old, so I use it at work, but I did not learn it as a kid or anything like through college or anything. So I use it at work, but I don't know any of the quick stuff about it. I don't know anything. So I hate to say it, but I shy away a little bit from it. I probably need to not do that. And what did you get, Zach, for yours? Just so I can make a note.
I got 0.9, which is close to yours, but I want to make sure I did it right. I don't know. I can't remember.
That's probably right. You're going to round it 3?
I'm getting negative
Yeah.
0.9. That's what I'm getting.
What are you going to say? Negative 0.900?
So I read the problem wrong, so I'm doing it right now. So just give me a second.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Very good.
Like, I think I did the math right. It just comes out differently, I think, when I do it on my calculator, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes that does make a difference for some weird reason.
Yeah.
I'll take it on the other calculator.
I should probably use Excel like that.
44. Numbers again.
Okay, so I got negative 0.9 as well.
I hate you. I can't ever get close.
I'm hoping that's right.
Close, man.
I want to nail it, though.
It scares me that it says round to the 3 decimal place, and we got.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm more leaning to just go with Grant, like go with Walker, man. I'm just like,
Oh man, I don't know. Well, I'll send mine in, and I'll let you know. I can turn mine in first, and we see if we get Jack on 15, and then we'll know. You know, I got no problem with that. Then at least it'd be nice to know. So I'll keep mine, and then I'll write it down what you guys have.
What did you get?
A negative 0.890.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and that's rounded because it was 0.88 something, and I rounded up to 0.890. So
Close.
it was 0.889, and I rounded up to whatever.
Did you do it by hand?
Yeah. No, with my calculator. I mean, I did it with my calculator, but I don't know why it would be different. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just go with that. Let's just turn it in and then see who's right.
All right, well, let's go to 16 here.
Okay.
So like you said, this will be different now, right? As we go further, you know what I'm saying? This will be different. So that kind of is lame, like you said. One affects the other in these things. So for this p-value, I got 0.187. Let me know what you guys got on that one. I'm going to put it in as you here, 0.9.
So this is something I did forget from the reading. How do you get the p-value? With
Plug it into the applet.
Oh, you
plug
do?
it into the applet? Yeah.
I don't know why you're dumb about that. Okay, sorry. Ignore what I just said.
Yeah, so it's 0.184 using negative 0.9.
And we got 0.890. 0.1841 is what I have. So yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Well, so mine was, I had 0.187, but see, I had a slightly different z-score too. So.
Yeah. Zach, are you just going to be 0.184?
I can do that.
Yeah,
whatever you want.
I would leave it what you guys have, and I'll just turn mine in here at the end, and I'll.
It wouldn't surprise me if they gave you credit just for being close, like just that close.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. Okay. All right, I think we got a handle on that thing. Let's go to 17. So what inference would you make about the null hypothesis for that problem?
I got B, failed to reject.
Yeah. Yep, same here. Okay. What's your conclusion for the problem? I thought it was C. I could be making a guess at that point, but I thought I was understanding it.
Okay, that one I guessed B, but I just didn't know. No, I think C makes more sense.
So I'm trying to go back to when I was doing it to what my thought process was. So if you go back, so your probability was whichever one, 0.187 or 0.184. They're both. What was it was a 0.05.
Yeah, 0.05, I believe. Yeah.
So either way, they're both higher, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if the P is high, you fail to reject the null. So so let's see. If we have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less, isn't that what they're asking?
The way I see it, what you're saying is the fact that we didn't necessarily prove, like we didn't have sufficient evidence the true population mean is 150. But we just have insufficient evidence that our A hypothesis, what do they call the A hypothesis? The alternative hypothesis? Correct. We have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less than the mean. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's where I can kind of trick myself up on this.
Yeah, I think that's what it means. If not, we can go back and just do B. Because either in my head, it's either B or C.
Yeah, we'll go with your gut. I mean, I thought it was C, but we don't have to. I
agree with you. I think it's C.
I thought those are kind of tricky, too, to be honest with you. Like, you really have to, like, stop and say, okay, at least for me anyway.
Same thing with these next few questions. These these type of errors, I have to think about it.
Okay, yeah. So, which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true? So, this was something I wrote down from that kid today. He said, type 1 means you reject the truth. Not that you fail to reject, but that you reject the truth. So I'm assuming when you're rejecting the null, it's type 1. I would have gotten all screwed up on that. I'm telling you.
Well, hey man, that works. That clarifies it. Say that again though. Type 1 is what?
Type 1 means you reject the truth.
Type 1 is rejecting the truth. Okay.
And type 2 would mean you fail to reject the truth.
Okay.
All right. Step 1.
Okay, so this is where I kind of started to. I got kind of screwy in my head, and I didn't remember what I had watched, or I didn't watch all the video on this. So this is where I slow down right here, 20 and 21.
Okay, so from what I remember, is that the lower the number, the harder it will be to reject the truth. Right? So type 1 error is decreased when you have a lower A,
That would be C.
a level of significance. So it should be B, because when you have a lower probability of rejecting type 1, you have a higher probability of
accepting type 2 or not rejecting.
So they kind of counterbalance that. I did in the reading. It did say that 0.05 is the happy medium. At 0.01 has a tendency to, fail to reject the. What is it?
He did say. I remember that it was kind of the happy medium, the 0.05. So walk me through that again. The logic on that.
Yeah, that's in the reading. I want to say that's in the.
What you're reading?
What?
Yeah.
It says the most common value for A is 0.05, which equals to 1/20. When the null hypothesis is true, there is a 1 in 20 chance that it will be rejected at the 0.05 level of significance. Other common choices are for A include the 0.01, the 0.1, and 0.01.
Okay.
That's what it says in the reading.
If you go down below that little chart, it talks about it too. It says, and that's in the second paragraph down. It says if the A value, the probability of committing a type 1 error is very small, the probability of committing a type 2 error will be large. So it's definitely.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so that's where you're coming with B.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to make sure I understand that going forward. Read that. Okay. Okay. So 21. Probability of committing a type 1 error. Well.
So. According to the reading, it's 1 divided by 20. What?
Which is 0.05. That's what I just read.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know what to do about it. Like, is that just a trick question?
Well, do you plug that into the applet?
I don't think so.
Because if it's asking for is it asking for a probability? Compute the probability of committing a type 1 error. So anything.
According to what I get, it's
0.05 is what I'm thinking on the reading.
I don't know where to highlight though. Like, do you highlight above the graph?
That's what I was thinking. Like on the applet, it wouldn't make any sense because I don't know what it doesn't say anything.
Yeah, where to highlight? Okay, I'm fine with doing 0.05 and then seeing where we're at.
I'm fine with that. Let me put it in. Let me put
Okay,
it
that's
in because I got a couple of different, things too. So I'm going to go 0.05. Okay. I'm going to save all the rest of these. I don't think I've forgotten to answer anything.
Yeah, but we all have to submit those a thing.
Well,
We'll get in trouble, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just all submit it, and then if we get it wrong, then we can just fix it.
Sounds good. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We all work together.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, go for it. It looks like,
Yeah, we got it right, so.
yeah. What? So I got, where's that one? I missed one. So I missed the Z-score 0.890, but yet I got the 0.187 p-value right on 16.
Yeah, it's 0.184 is 0.184 on 16.
Yeah, so I got 16 right, but I didn't get 15 right.
Oh, really? So 0.98.
Yeah, because I had 0.890. So I guess I need to start using the, I'm going to have to go back to like lesson 1 and be taught. write down all those.
You should take the Intro to Excel class. I forgot what it's called, but I took it, and it helped me out a lot, actually. Yeah.
I need to do that one of these days.
That one,
I use it a lot for work, and I do write some of my own formulas sometimes, but like the shortcuts and stuff, I don't know many of them. I don't ever use them.
Well, I'm no good at it either. I've had very little experience with Excel, and I'm taking the business Excel class, and I learned a ton in that class.
Oh man, I probably really should do that.
I'm doing well in this class because a lot of what I'm learning in that business Excel class is correlating with this. Like we're learning about like histograms, and we're doing standard deviations and variances. So it's hand in hand.
That sounds awesome, man. I could use that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, like that business statistics class. I'm not sure what you're going to school for, but
yeah,
the business Excel class is really nice.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've learned a lot that applies to this class and the other things that I do. So
yeah,
I'm only like on week 5, so it's been a good time so far.
Yeah, I need to do that.
All right.
Well,
go ahead and stop the broadcast.